Okay. Okay, moving forward. That is all about accumulated depreciation. Now moving forward, we will discuss some more of the aspects which are to be discussed when you are using the asset up. One thing is, one of the question is that what if one or more of our assumptions go wrong? Now assumptions can go wrong in whichever manner. For example, Mayank was asking earlier that what if unit of production, we had assumed that there will be 5,000 whatever 5,000 trillion whatever quintals of coal, but it happened to be more or less. I'm saying that why only unit of production? Any of assumption could go wrong. That you thought that life of the asset would be 4 years and it was found out to be something else. You thought salvage value would be, let us say, 2 lakh, it was found to be something else. Fortunately for us, the treatment of any or all of these remains same. So that is what we will discuss right now, that what if later on you found out that one or more of these assumptions need to be changed. So let us discuss these two. Same way you can do this one also. So I would want to explain the number of years and salvage value assumption flouting. Let us say the same example continues, that on day 0 we have purchased a machinery for 22 lakh rupees. We think that it will last for 4 years, year 1, year 2, year 3 and year 4. And at the end of the 4 years, we are estimating that it will give us back 2 lakh rupees in salvage value. And we want to use SLM method. Example, repeat of the example, we are purchasing a machinery of 22 lakh rupees with a salvage value of 2 lakh rupees and with a year of useful life of 4 years, and we want to use SLM method, and we started providing depreciation. Let us say we provided depreciation for the first year, for the second year. So first year is done, second year is done. In third year, we got to know that some of the assumptions need to be tweaked. Let us say the asset has been very well used and you think that no, it is not going to last only 1 more year, but rather it is going to last 2 more years. That is total of 5 years. And also now you think that the salvage value is not only 2 lakh rupees. Let us say it is, I don't know, let's take another number. Let's say it has gone to either 3 lakh rupees or 1 lakh rupees, whichever way, it doesn't matter. Whatever number you can take, the treatment will remain same. Let us say 3 lakh rupees. Then all you need to do is that find out the closing book value at the end of the previous year. That is the opening book value when you want to apply these changes. You want to apply these changes in the third year. So what was the value where you started the asset with? So let us find it out. So in year 1, we would have provided depreciation and there would be some closing book value. So basically we want to find out the closing value on this date. So let us do this. So in year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4 and year 5. In year 1, depreciation was 5 lakh rupees. In year 2, depreciation was 5 lakh rupees. So closing book value at the end of the first year was 17 lakhs. And at the end of second year was 12 lakh rupees. This much is already done, happened in past. Now you want to change things in wake of new information. You think that we have used the asset very sparingly, very carefully. I don't think it is going to last only till year 4, but it will last till year 5. And apart from that, let us say the value or the demand of such kind of asset in used asset market has gone up, and you think that it is going to fetch you 3 lakh rupees instead of 2. Now, how do you account for these information? Very simple. You use this closing book value as the new cost of the asset. Use new year and you use new salvage value to find out new depreciation. That's it. So what is the cost of this asset? We have already said that 12 lakh is what we started the year 3 with. When we started year 3, we had the value of 12 lakh left in the asset. What are we assuming that years, the remaining life of the asset is? Remaining life of the asset is 3 years. This year, the year 3 and 4 and year 4 and 5. So 3-year life is left instead of only 2. Salvage value is also 3. So can we find depreciation now? Yes. Let us do this. 12 minus 3 divided by 3. What did I do? Nothing. I just found out that what was the book value when we started the year with new information. And I assume that as a cost and use all updated information to find out new depreciation. New depreciation comes out to be 3 lakh rupees per year. So what I'll do, I will show 3 lakh of depreciation here, 3 lakh of depreciation here, 3 lakh of depreciation here. How will my closing value change now? What would have been minus 5 now? It will only be minus 3 here, and I will show 9 lakh asset here, then 6 lakh asset here, and 3 lakh asset here. That's it. So whenever any of the assumptions changes, that's what you need to do. Find out the book value when you are starting that period, when you want to change the assumption, and just change the assumption and find out new depreciation.
सर यहाँ पे एक है तो समझ में आ रहा है कि पता है, लेकिन जब लार्ज स्केल में होगा तो सबके लिए अलग अलग देखना पड़ेगा बार बार.
Yes.
हर साल में.
If you are doing the revision for all the other assets, then otherwise how will accountant live? Yeah, they also need to earn their salary, right? If you are doing everything in 10 minutes of a management degree, then they will go jobless. What will they do? Okay. So you will have to do it for every asset. If you think that for all the assets the life has changed. Fortunately, in the computerized system, it will just involve that somewhere in the inputs you are changing the number. That's it. But it will be not that difficult to implement on practice. But conceptually, this is what the computer would be doing. Okay. Okay. Now, anything else we should do? Something is not right here. That okay, next year I showed this much depreciation. That's it. In year 3, suddenly the depreciation value was 3 lakh. In year 4, 3 lakh. In year 5, 3 lakh. Should I do something else?
बताना पड़ेगा ना कि ये दिक्कत.
Yes. Basically, disclosure, appropriate disclosure. Remember our consistency concept? This one is a deviation from consistency concept. Consistency said what? That whenever you take any managerial discretion, apply it consistently year after year. Now here is the departure. That earlier you thought something else as your N and something else as your SV. Now there is a departure. So give appropriate disclosure. Now this appropriate disclosure will vary. Sometimes all you need to do is explain it to your auditor. That just tell it to your auditor that this is what have we done. This is what we have done. Does it make sense? So auditor will check that. They will say that yeah, the business situation has changed and it makes sense. Sometimes the changes may be so severe. So how much disclosure you give is dependent upon what sort of law and rules and regulations are in place. But nonetheless, do remember that this one is a movement or deviation from our consistency concept. So the moment you are changing any assumption, always go and check that what are the appropriate disclosures required for this purpose. Sometimes it may just require as it only tell it to the auditor and get their satisfaction that they are happy, then it's okay. Or sometimes it may require you to add some one line or two in some of the parts of your annual report. Whatever be the disclosure, give that disclosure. Okay. Okay, perfect. So that is what takes care of what if any or more of the assumptions turn out to be different in later period. That's what you will do. Simply you will find out a new depreciation and move on. Any questions in this?